Good morning. Good morning, everybody, or hello, if I could say. We are coming to you from the California Applicants Attorneys Association, the Summer Convention of 2024. We are in Carlsbad, California, and we would like to thank Castillo and Montes, who are the major sponsors of this section and these meetings or these talks that we're having with our different friends and different people, doctors, vocational counselors, attorneys, providers that have to do everything that has to do with the injured worker. So thank you, Castillo and Montes. We extend these thanks for allowing us to come to the listener, the viewer. And without further ado, I would like to introduce Cody. Cody, who is, can you tell us who you are and what you do?
So my name is Cody Vidal. My middle name is Matthew. Sometimes I go by Matthew on social media. So with that said, I am a certified hypnotherapist and a business owner. I own Vital Visions. Vital Visions is a company that is basically perfecting the hypnotherapy business. What does that mean? Hypnotherapy is here for you to think better, to feel better, to act better, and to do better in your life. Because thoughts create emotions, emotions create actions, and actions create results. And when we focus on those results develop a belief system, and we stay stuck in a belief system. So basically, most people have limiting beliefs. Most people have negative emotions. And these negative beliefs and these negative emotions stop you from having as much success as possible. And so whether you are a business owner, whether you are a sales professional, whether you are a professional athlete, or you're someone who is injured, you're going to have limiting beliefs. You're going to have these negative emotions, and they're going to affect your reality. And so I always go by a motto: to live a dream of a life. And it's easier to dream of the life you want to live when your mind is clear, right?
Right. So, and I know hypnotherapy is very extensive, very broad subject, but I would like to speak to you about the injured worker and injuries, basically. What have you noticed? How can this affect a person?
So basically, when someone becomes injured, they're going to feel an emotion that comes with that injury, right? And then immediately, like for example, I tore my knee. When I tore my knee, it was not the first time I did it, but when I tore my knee, I tore it on national television fighting for Bellator fighting championships. I was age 30. It was my dream to be a professional fighter. I still am. However, tearing your knee and breaking my tibia, at the same time, I hit the ground and I immediately had regret. Why? Well, because this continuously happened, but it kept me from being who I really am inside. And so I'm an athlete, I'm a fighter, and that's therapy for me. That's also a passion that I have. And so with that said, as soon as that injury came, I started feeling all the emotions, not just guilt. I started feeling anger, I started feeling sad, I started feeling afraid for my future. And so those emotions you feel in that moment get stored not just as a memory here, it gets stored as a memory in your body. See, emotions are chemicals. Thoughts are electrical. And when you think of a thought, like a negative thought, for example, like, I'm not good enough, it triggers a negative emotion. And that negative emotion gets stuck in your body. There's a reason why we cry. There's a reason why we sweat, right? There's a reason why we use the bathroom, because we let out toxins. And emotions are chemicals, and those chemicals are toxins. And so, for example, if somebody breaks their back, they're going to hold in a lot of negative emotions. And it's not just healing the mind that matters. It's healing the body. And the body keeps count. There's a book out there called The Body Keeps Record, or The Body Keeps Score. And it's so true because your unconscious mind, your subconscious mind, actually operates your body's system for you, your breathing, your digestion, etc. So you don't need to think about it. And so Dr. Joe Dispenza always says this. He always says that your subconscious mind is your body, and they work together. And so when you're injured, again, if you're injured, you're going to have traumas, emotional, mental, spiritual traumas that once you heal from them, you will have a much greater quality of life.
So this is very important because your emotions basically can affect different aspects of your life, and we are here basically because we want to know, and we want to talk to people about building a better life, being better, and that's what we're focusing on right now. how can an injury, basically, we know that an injury can affect the person itself, but it also can affect the others around them. What can you tell us about that?
You mentioned emotions. To feel makes it real. To feel makes it real. I'll say that one more time. To feel makes it real. If you took emotions, good or bad, out of any activity of life, you wouldn't have a reason to do it, right? We're here because we want to feel good. We're here because we want to network. We're here because we want to succeed, right? Success feels good, right?
Yeah.
So the point about this is that when you take the positive emotions out of life because the negative emotions are there from that injury, your mind is going to focus on them. Maybe not consciously, but unconsciously, subconsciously, it stays affecting you. And so we are all energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. All matter is energy, and energy vibrates. This is all science. Study cymatics, C-Y-M-A-T-I-C-A-S, cymatics. Cymatics is the study of sound and how sound actually creates physical environment, okay? As we age, the science is leaning towards the spiritual realm, the energetic realm. And so basically, when you are vibrating low, others are going to experience that. In fact, there's something called the Spain scale, S-P-A-N-E. And the Spain scale says this: the strongest frequency that a human being can generate in their body isn't love. Love is second. The strongest energy, the strongest frequency that a human being can generate is authenticity. Authenticity.
Okay.
When you are being authentic, that energy transfers. And so when you are doing what you love and you're being authentic about it, that is true love, authenticity, true love. And when you are living in true love, that affects everyone around you in a positive way. And so if you are a business owner, this is the energy that you want to have. You want to make sure that your employees, your clients, they love you, not just respect you, but love you. Because again, the second strongest frequency in the world is love. But most importantly, you want to make sure that they believe you, that they know you are true. Because the combination of that love, that passion they have for you, that respect they have for you, with the facts that you speak, the facts that you express, that authenticity that you are, that is the strongest force in the world that a human being can generate. True love, love and authenticity.
So, well, love. We know love is a very powerful feeling in basically in what we are doing here. What can you tell us about anything else that you do? What is it that you do?
So when you're talking about hypnotherapy, okay, so within hypnotherapy, what I do is I offer a free 1-hour Zoom hypnotherapy session to anybody in the world, okay? So I'm able to treat people, I don't want to say the word treat, I'm able to help people heal. I'm able to help people improve, and I'm able to help people perform better. So before you can perform your best, you must improve. And before you improve, you must heal. Imagine you're an Olympic track runner. Usain Bolt, for example, fastest guy on earth, right? Imagine he hurts his ankle. He's not going to perform his best.
Yeah.
He's not going to practice his best. What does he need to do? He needs to heal. The same is true for the mind, right? The same is true for the heart. And so what happens is when you do this free 1-hour Zoom hypnotherapy session with me, I interview you, I talk about your life and all the key aspects, health and fitness, career, relationships, family, personal growth, spirituality, etc. And we learn what's good about it and what's bad about it. We learn the limiting beliefs that you have. We learn the negative emotions that you're feeling. And what happens is as we tap into the subconscious mind, you begin to relax and you begin to focus, because the word meditation literally means to become familiar with, to learn. And the easiest way to learn is to relax. And so when you are very relaxed working with me, you're able to not only just learn, but you're able to release those negative thoughts, release those negative emotions. And when you release the negative thoughts and the negative emotions, the negative actions and the negative results are released as well. And the most important factor here after that release is the reprogramming, okay, the replacing with positive thoughts, positive emotions, which will automatically cause positive actions and results. And when your mind recognizes these results, now it believes in the results, it believes in the process, and now you have a new cycle, a new belief system, a new, beautiful subconscious mind.
And Cody is also a podcaster, so can you tell us a little bit about what you do in podcasting?
So my podcast is fairly new. It is called Vital Information. My last name is Vidal, Vidal, like Vidal Sassoon. I say vital, play on words. So my business is Vital Visions. That is the business for the hypnotherapy, but my podcast is Vital Information. On Vital Information, it's all about speaking life to the viewers. I bring on clients, I bring on business owners, I bring on anybody, and it's all about them. And during this podcast, we're talking about how to become the most mentally, physically, and spiritually proven person. What do I mean by proven, right? The word improve means I'm prove, right? The word impossible means I'm possible, right? So my vision for you is your mission, and your mission is always possible. And so if you come on my podcast as a guest, I'm there to help you on the spot. So we do a lot of hypnotherapy on the podcast. With that said, if you're watching this podcast, what can you learn from it? You can become very educated on how to help yourself, on how to help those that you love, and how to do it naturally with thought and emotion alone.
So how often does this podcast go on?
Do it maybe once a week. Sometimes I'm a little bit more active with it. But if you are interested in coming onto my podcast or having me on your podcast, I will interview you. We'll talk about your business. We'll talk about your life. We'll talk about whatever it is that you want to discuss. And I will give you the best answers that I could possibly give as authentically as I can give.
And that's very important. I mean, because podcasting it's a way that many people are choosing to do podcasts because you can spend a lot more time with the client. You can spend a lot more time talking about the issue, whatever it is that you do. So podcasting is becoming I don't want to say is becoming. It's becoming mainstream basically because there's a ton of podcasts that talk about every specific thing that you want to find out about. I mean, maybe fitness, maybe work injuries, maybe whatever it is that you want to talk about. There is a podcast for that. But there is not necessarily a podcast for what you do. I mean, that's hypnotherapy. And in talking about hypnotherapy, tell us exactly what may go on in a session with a client.
Without speaking too much detail, what I do for you is I help you have a mental reset. A mental reset. Everyone is always focused on physical detox. Let me detox my body. Let me detox my body. What about your mind? What about your soul? You see, the reason why we have flies is when we're dirty. Yeah. There's a saying, cleanliness is close to godliness, right? So why did God create flies? We think flies are our enemy. Flies let us know when we're dirty. Flies let us know when we're far away from God. And the flies actually do us a good service. They digest. They take away the trash for us. And it smells. It's gross. And it's a reminder that you can be better. And so I am a reminder that you can be better, but I'm also a helper because I will help you be better. All you need to do is show up, relax, close your eyes, breathe, listen to my voice, answer my questions, and I will take you on a journey that is vital to your visions. And that's why my business is called Vital Visions, because your visions are vital to your life, to your health, to your wealth, and your happiness.
And so, we have Cody here talking to us about hypnotherapy. He can help you, and he can help every client of his. Just do better. Like he was saying, reset your mind, restore your well-being. This is something that every human being needs. I mean, this morning. Somebody was talking. I mean, the one behind the camera was talking. Hey, you know what? I spoke to what is that? Somebody to help you with your body, and he was just saying, I'm into this diet and so on and so forth, and he's trying to do, he's trying to eat right. He's trying to eat good for his body, but never once did we talk about his mind. Did we talk about hypnotherapy, and did we talk about his, brain? So, in a way, I feel that, somebody like Cody could help this person just detox his mind.
People are so afraid to be vulnerable. People are so afraid to be afraid, right? To be known that there's fear. Look, fear is a choice, and fear is a state that you don't want to be in, but we're all in it at times. And to recognize that and to accept it is the first step to releasing it and increasing your self-belief. So the word belief means to be ready. It means to be willing. It means to become, right? You cannot become who you want to be if you don't believe in yourself. And if you have fear in the way, you stay stuck in the scarcity mentality. And the scarcity mentality says this: I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough effort. And as long as you stay stuck in that fear-based mentality, that scarcity mentality, you'll never have the abundance that you want in life. And so basically, society has been taught that, hey, to admit that you're afraid, to admit that you have mental health issues, that's admitting you're weak. There's a lot of people going around here that are suffering, hurting themselves because they don't want to let their weaknesses be known. And the interesting aspect about a professional athlete, I am a professional athlete. We're not going to talk about that right now, but I am. Professional athletes put their head in the guillotine. They put their head on the chopping block in front of the whole world. They expose themselves. And there is a very liberating atmosphere that occurs when you sacrifice yourself in the arena of sport. Because your strengths will be seen, but so will your weaknesses.
Yeah.
But until your weaknesses are known, you can't fix them, can you?
Yeah. And that could be a very dangerous thing, especially for a professional athlete, to know his weaknesses, especially when you're being televised, all over the world, and you talk about these things, and the whole world is able to see exactly what this athlete, his weakness and his strengths. Cody, it's been really nice to talk to you. I mean, we can go. I feel we can talk for hours here about your what you do. Once again, can you please let the people know where can they get a hold of you and how they can reach you?
Coach Vidal here of Vital Visions. Again, Coach Vidal here of Vital Visions. My Instagram is V as in Victor, I, D as in David, A-L, .visions, plural for vision, right? Vital Visions. You can find me on there. My website is vitalvisions.com. Okay, we're revamping their website right now. So with that said, find me on Vital Visions on Instagram, vital.visions. With that said, you could also email me at Cody at vitalvisions.org, Cody at vitalvisions.org, or vitalvisionsllc at gmail.com. That's a Gmail, right? But vitalvisionsllc at gmail.com. So I do want to say this before we finish this. We're talking about personal injury here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, personal injury and workers' compensation. I just want to make the difference, because there's a difference between personal injury and workers' compensation. But talk about injuries, yeah.
Injuries, right? This is a quote of mine. These are both quotes of mine. To live a dream, dream of a life. To live a dream, dream of a life. People stop dreaming. People stop visualizing. They stop using their imagination. Everything that we create in this reality first begins in our mind as thoughts. And those thoughts that we think for longer than 6 seconds produce a hallucination known as a daydream. Whether those thoughts are real or not, it could be tomorrow, it could be 10 years ago. It produces an emotion. And when you are feeling, remember, to feel makes it real, you want to feel good. So you always want to think positively to feel good, because when you're in that good feeling, it's going to cause you to act positively, and the results are going to be greater health, greater wealth, and greater success. So remember, to live a dream, dream of a life. Continue dreaming, and I want you to remember this one. It's a question. Why injure your back carrying someone else's dream when you can strengthen your back carrying your own?
Interesting thought, interesting quote, interesting question. There could be a lot of answers to that, but a lot of times we don't care about our own things, our own injuries. We don't see. We care we see the injuries of others. We don't see necessarily ours. Thank you, Cody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving us your time. More power to you. We can talk about this. We will talk next time.
Do a podcast.
And through a podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I'll do a session on you, and you're going to love this.
Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to say this. Hypnotherapy is not stage hypnosis, okay? It's not scary. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. At any point in time, you want to open up your eyes because for some reason you're not feeling it, you can, right? So if you want to do a free session with me, do a free session with me. You're going to be very relaxed. It's all confidential, okay? I'm not going to ask you personal secrets. I can help you heal from your traumas without knowing exact details. I take you there to the memory. I help you clear the memory. I help you clear the negative thoughts and emotions in the memory. I don't help you erase the memory, but I help you erase the negativity in the memory. And when that happens, the negative actions, the negative results that continuously occur from your fears, from your bad thoughts, they stop. And then I start to reprogram your mind for success. And so basically, when you're doing hypnotherapy with me, I'm not taking over your mind, okay? You're not going to go to sleep and not wake up, and you're not going to, wake up somebody, completely different where nobody knows you and you're not happy with yourself. And I think most importantly, you're not going to bark like a dog.
Thank you so much, Cody. My name is Steve Pineda. I want to invite everybody, to subscribe to this channel. That's important because you could share it with anybody and you could help the person that you don't know who you might be helping, but subscribe, share, like this program. I mean, this is we are doing educational, we're doing informational programs, and this is all for the good, for the better of you. Remember, I'm Steve Pineda. We're at the California Applicants Attorneys Association. Thank you so much. We're going to come back with another interview, okay? See you later.